our sleeves ready for any hits. Box 2. So this is case 1 box. Case 1 box 2. We're just going to fly through these. First up, Cold Foil Spellfray Cloak. So it's just a rare. But this is the Spell Void one. These were originally in the Monarch Blitz decks, but they are all in this, and they are available in Cold Foil. So that's a nice one to pick up, just so I've got it for my collection. We have Blessing of Savagery, foil rare. We've got Blessing of Ingenuity and Flex Claws. We've got Fleece the Frail, Nix the Nimble. We've got a foil Aether Quickening, and just a couple of rares. This is a foil rare. Again, we're just going to skim through the quick stuff. Nothing in the Assassin slots. We've got a Long Shot, which is a foil common. We have a Steel Braid Buckler, which is the Guardian Offhand, and a Deathly Duet. Our Assassin slots, we've got Fleece the Frail, Sack the Shifty. We then have a Key Unleashed in yellow, in foil. We have Drill Shot and Scramble Pulse. So just a couple of rares there. We have Nix the Nimble, Plunder the Poor, which is a rare in our Assassin slot. We have a foil Spectral Prowler, which is a foil common. Hornet Sting and a Flex Claws. So just another couple of rares. Another Crouching Tiger there. Cut to the Chase, a Rob the Rich, so it's a rare in the Assassin slot. Jumpstart as a foil common. Shield Bash and Blessing of Savagery. So nothing interesting out of this this box so far, other than that nice little Cold Foil Spellfray Cloak. Annihilate the Armed. We have foil Spellbane Aegis in our Assassin slot. We have a foil Mind Warp, which is Majestic. So this one is yellow, cost 0, deals 2 arcane damage to target hero. If it deals more than 2 damage to a hero, they shuffle their hand into their deck and they draw that many cards -1. So I think this is a powerful card for Wizard. Let me just pop this in a sleeve because it's the foil Majestic. And we'll move on. Slay the Scholars, Annihilate the Armed. We have a foil Seer Stone with a horrible chip in it. You can probably, yeah, you can see that quite clearly on there, even against the backdrop there. You can see the damage at the top. So that's just a rainbow foil rare. Blessing of Occult and Drill Shot. Definitely have seen quite a lot of the people that have been opening stuff. The card quality, or the quality of some of these cards have been not quite to the standard of some of the previous sets. So obviously talking through that one, but we have a Phantasmal Symbiosis. So this one is a 1-cost Illusionist attack. When it attacks, name a card. Cards with that name are Illusionist until end of turn. So if you know what's going on in the opponent's hand, you can kind of sneak through your Phantasm attacks, because if they have a 6 block in hand and you make it Illusionist, obviously doesn't pop Phantasm. So it's an interesting card. They seem to print a lot of cards for Illusionist, with only Dromai currently being legal. So Fleece the Frail, Slay the Scholars. We have a foil Blessing of Spirits, which looks fantastic in foil, which is a foil rare. And we have a lovely card in Pulse Wave Harpoon. This is one of the really nice dash cards. So it's a red 1-cost. When it attacks a hero, they reveal X cards from their hand, where X is the number of times you've boosted this combat chain. Choose an action card with defense less than or equal to X, then add it to this combat. Add it to this chain link as a defending card, and it's got boost. So you can kind of force a card out of your opponent's hand, force them to block with something they potentially don't want to, which is really nice. Can add a little bit of disruption to Dash's gameplay. We have a Rob the Rich in our Assassin slot, and we have a Regicide. So this is our first Regicide. So this is the this Majestic. It's a legendary Arachne specialization. It's a blue, cost 0. And when it hits a royal hero, they lose the game. when the combat chain closes, you lose the game, and Regicide can't be defended by cards with the same name as the cards in the defending hero's banish zone. So you can play this in a couple of different ways. Obviously, if your opponent is royal, you have the ability to make it unblockable with the text and just kind of win the game. But if your opponent's on low life, you can kind of just keep pitch stacking this all the way through, and then just kind of use this as a finisher when they're on low life. So, interesting card. We have a rainbow foil Crouching Tiger. Didn't know you got this in rainbow foil, so that's cool. We have a Blessing of Focus and a Blessing of Ether. We have a Cut to the Chase, we have a Plunder the Poor in our Assassin slot, we have a Felling Swing, which is a foil common, we have Flex Claws and Annals of Sutcliffe, which is just a rare equipment. Sack the Shifty, we have a Hanabi Blaster in our Assassin slot. So this is a Majestic, it's the Mechanologist Gun. So it says once per turn action, remove 2 counters from it to attack. It's got Overpower, so it can't be defended by more than 1 action card, and the third time you play a card with boost each turn, you put a Steam counter on it. So it can kind of be explosive, doesn't require resources to be able to do it. So it could be interesting for boost dash. We have a foil Ether Slash, which is just a common. We've got Blessing of Spirits, and we've got an Aether Quickening. We're about halfway through this second box. We have Annihilate the Armed, Fleece the Frail, we've got Hemorrhage Bore in foil, and then just another couple of standard rares. We've got a Sack the Shifty, Cut to the Chase, we have a foil Madcap Muscle, and just another couple of rares. Again, if there's nothing too interesting in the pack, I'm not going to spend too much time going over them. There's no point talking about things if they're not too exciting. Next to the Nimble, we have a Shred in our Assassin slot. We have a foil Pouncing Key in yellow and a Flex Claws and a Drill Shot. Let's get some more of these Assassin Majestics, is what we're looking for. Annihilate the Armed, we have a foil Plunder the Poor in our Assassin slot. We have a Shield Wall foil, Blessing of Steel, Blessing of Ether. Nix the Nimble and Rob the Rich, we've got a rare out of our Assassin slot. Foil Blessing of Occult, which is a foil rare, and we have a Cleave. So Cleave is a warrior action. It's red and it costs 1. Your next axe this turn gains +4, and when it hits a hero or ally, you may deal that much damage to another ally controlled by the same hero. So kind of gives any of the warriors that are playing axes just kind of a bit more flexibility into some of the heroes playing allies. So Bromai, or I guess there are a couple of others that can generate them. Mostly Dromai though. Slay the Scholars and Sack the Shifty. We have a Shield Bash, which is a foil rare. And we have a Mind Warp in non-foil. So we got that one earlier, so I'm not going to talk about that one. So that's our 6 Majestics. So maybe one more. We've got silver, we've got a foil Blazon Your Eye. So this is a rainbow foil one. This is the Ninja Equipment chest, so it's Majestic. While it's defending on Chain Link 4 or higher, it has +4 defense, and it's got Blade Break. So essentially it's a 5 block into the 4th Chain Link or higher, so it's really good in the Ninja Mitter. Just chuck that in a sleeve. We had a silver token as well. We have a Tempest Aurora, foil common, Spell-Free Leggings, and Blessing of Savagery. So I think that's 3 packs left in this box. Sack the Shifty, Cut to the Chase. We have a foil Spectral Rider. That's another gorgeous looking foil. We have Blessing of Ingenuity and Blessing of Chi, something like that. I'm going to say Key. We have a Jumpstart with a Spider's Bite in our Assassin slot. We have a foil Reinforced Steel, which is a common. Blessing of Patience and Deathly Duet. play the Scholars, another Spider's Bite. We have a Visit the Imperial Forge in foil, which is common. Wave of Reality and Blessing of Savagery. So that's the end of this second box in the first case. So we got a foil Blazing Uri, a Mind Warp, Cleave, Hanabi Blaster, Regicide, Pulsewave Harpoon, Phantasmal Symbiosis, a foil Mind Warp, and a cold foil Spellfree Cloak.